Alrighty, here we go. Trevor Lawrence's pro day at Clemson was yesterday, folks. We get a nice little 2-minute highlight from his best throws. Once again, we probably should have previewed this video. We're hoping it's better than the J.J. Watt video we saw, unfortunately. I'm sure it is. This man's going to be the clear number one pick. I don't want to hear about it. If you want to bet on this man being the first overall draft pick, you will win no money. His odds are minus 5,000. So if you bet $10,000 on Trevor Lawrence being the number one overall draft pick, you win $200. That's not good value. Don't do that, please. You don't make any money on that. That's wild. So no great odds taking Trevor Lawrence as the first overall pick, which is what we know is going to happen. So can't make any quick money like that. Unfortunate. But let's see what this man's got. Obviously, he's had a fantastic career. Let's bring up his college stats, shall we? Once again, probably should have did this before the show, but hey, we got time, so we can improvise a little bit here. What do we got? Trevor Lawrence. Nope, not ESPN. Never look at ESPN for stats. Always go to Sports Reference. Best stats site out there, hands down. Alrighty, here we go. 3 years at Clemson, his rookie year, or his freshman year, should say. Freshman year, I believe they won the title in 2018. So freshman year, wins the title, 65% completion percentage, absolutely fantastic. 3,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That's what we're talking about. The man does not turn over the ball in the touchdown to interception ratio. I mean, what is this? 6 times what? 8 or 4, 30 divided by 4. What is that? What do we get? 8, 16, 24, 32, about 8. So 7.5. Let's do that. 7.5 touchdown to interception ratio. Absolutely magnificent. It's astronomically good. 7.5 to 1. His sophomore year, completion percentage went up a little bit. Like to see that. 0.6%, but hey, it still went up. 65.8% completion percentage. Yards went up 3,600 yards. Very well done. Touchdowns went up 36. Interceptions went up a little bit, but he's still, 36 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. That's what? 4.5 times touchdown to interception ratio. Once again, fantastic. We'll take 4. We'll take 3. Well, in college, we should be getting like 4 or 5. But in the NFL, we'll take 3 all day. We'll definitely take 4. Absolutely. That's what Aaron Rodgers done. That's what he just won the MVP and went 13-3 and got to the NFC Championship game. That's what 4-1 touchdown to interception ratio can do for your squad. Alrighty, and then last season, his junior year, 69.2% completion percentage, his best completion percentage of his career. And he played 5 less games and still had, about the same yards, 3,100 yards. Obviously a little light, but he played 5 less games because of the wonky COVID college schedule. So completion percentage went up. Very well done. Touchdown to interception ratio, 24 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So once again, kind of about 5 touchdown interception ratio. So 5-1. Fantastic. So the man's obviously great. We knew this man was going to be the number one overall pick in 2018 after his performance his rookie year. Let's also look at what you do in the bowl games, because that's what I judge heavy in college when I'm looking at stats. Obviously, I look at what you did in totality, but I really do want to see what you did in those bowl games. Did you flounder or did you succeed? And I believe Trevor Lawrence here is succeeding. So let's see what we get here. In the bowl game against Alabama, well, they had to because he was in the playoffs in his first year in 2018. So in the college football playoffs against Notre Dame, 69% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not throwing picks in the big game. Love to see that. Then he gets to the national championship game against Alabama, and he throws 62.5% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no picks. That's what we're talking about, folks. Not turning the ball over. Great completion percentage against, an Alabama defense. It's Nick Saban, so very well coached team overall, and Trevor Lawrence is able to beat him his first year in college. So great year, his first year in the bowl games as well. Let's see what happened here. His second year, got to the playoffs once again, faced Ohio State, and he had 50. Ooh, okay, hang on. His second year got exposed a little bit. 54% completion percentage. That will not get it done in the NFL. Definitely not in college either. So poor completion percentage there. 2 touchdowns, no picks, though, so that's still good. Not turning the ball over, but maybe defenses, getting a hold of him a little bit. Luckily, he was able to beat Ohio State and move on to LSU. in the championship game, but then he lost it there, 48% completion percentage, and that seemed to be his worst completion percentage of his entire career. Wow, that was the only time he actually threw 40, under 50% completion percentage is in his entire career thus far. Oh, wow. Damn. His worst game was in the national championship game against LSU. No touchdowns, no picks, poor completion percentage. And then we get last year versus Ohio State. They did not make it to the college football playoffs, did they? What is this game? Let's go back to this game. Sugar Bowl. All right. Yeah, so they did get to is this the playoffs? What are they ranked? Did they even have a playoffs this year in college? They did, right? Yeah, they did. Yeah, so, okay, they were the 2 seed, and they lost to Ohio State, unfortunately. So, Trevor Lawrence, great first year, started to trickle down, get worse as, the years progressed. First year, got to the championship game, won it. Second year, got to the championship game, lost it. Third year, got to the playoffs, but didn't get to the championship game. Ooh, all right, a little bit of a hit there. That's a little bit of a knock if we have to see one. All right, so let's talk about the Ohio State game. He did have 68% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Unfortunately, he did throw for 400 yards, though, in that game. Unfortunately, the defense, what was the final score of this game? The defense gave up a lot of points. They gave up 49 points. Pretty tough. Yeah, so a little unfortunate there by Trevor Lawrence's career at the end. But let's see what he did on the pro day. Let's see if we can break down some of these throws. Are these good throws? Is he looking good? Is he still the number 1 overall pick? It's already locked up, but we'll see if he should be the number 1 overall pick, which he probably should. So here we go. Trevor Lawrence's pro day from last night. Nice little drop back, fake the handoff, rolling out to the left, throwing on the run. Very well done. Very well done. Tight spiral there. Velocity was good. Accuracy was great. Fantastic. Now, obviously, all these should be looking good. I mean, there's no defense. He should be cool, calm, collected, obviously. But, we get film. We have to break it down, right? Here we go. Nice little out route. He's hitting these hitch routes. Very well done. Great target. Great accuracy. Throwing on the run as well. That's a huge, look at that. Look at that man put some whip on this ball, folks. Can we go back here? Did we rewind this? We did not. All right, so let's go back to this throw right here. Not this one. This one coming up right here. We see the receiver not getting 2 feet in bounds, it looks like. Trevor Lawrence drifts him a little bit too much. Don't know if that's an official catch or not. Trevor Lawrence's deep ball, alrighty, a little bit underthrown. You see the receiver have to kind of come back to the ball, but let's count the yards on this one. Going to throw this one from the 25, get it all the way down to the 30-yard line. So that's very well done. 25 to the 50, another 20 yards. That's 45 yards total. Another zinger right over the middle. Very well done. Back to play action, stepping up in the pocket, throwing, accurate as heck. Very well done. Now in the goal line, in the red zone. Back of the end zone. Yes, sir. Very high and away. Enough for the receiver to go up and get it and get 2 feet down. That's a very nice play right there. Great height on that ball at the back of the end zone. Catchable ball. If you got one-on-one matchup, that's how you throw the ball right there. Alrighty, once again, kind of in the red zone a little bit. Throwing at the back of the end zone. He's getting some good height on these balls at the back of the end zone, and that's what you need if you're going to throw it in the back of the end zone and not the corners. Got to get it all up over the safeties. Unfortunately, this receiver did not catch it. That's a perfectly thrown ball. Unfortunate for the receiver. Trevor Lawrence going deep. Yes, sir. Let's count the yards on this one. Throwing it from the 25 again, whipping it all the way down to the 15. Holy moly, 25 plus, what do we got, 35? 25 plus 35, that is 60. Is that 60? 50. 60. Holy cow, 60 yards right there, perfect. Nice little comeback double move. He's running all over the place, left to right, and then he slings this one as far as he possibly can, folks. And I believe this one is 70 big old yards. Let's count the yards one more time. First of all, let's count the yards, and then we'll break down the play because, it's just kind of, his last throw of the night. Throwing it from the 25, getting it all the way down to the 15. Holy moly. 25 to the... once again, 25 and the 35, so that is 60 yards. Absolutely magnificent there. Throwing it from the 20, getting it all the way down to the 15. Yeah. All right. 60 clean yards. 60 clean yards. And look just how he throws this ball. So this is obviously not like a play. It's a play action. Run all the way to the left. Fake out. Go all the way back to the right. And then square up and throw. Just kind of showing like your mobility, your accuracy, everything like that. I believe this was his last throw of the night. So absolutely fantastically well done by Trevor Lawrence. Showed everything. I mean, he was hitting all the throws. I think how scouts judge it. That was looking good to me. Hit the hitches. The deep ball was good. The back of the end zone throws were good. The accuracy on those balls were very good. So Trevor Lawrence, I think, had a fantastic pro day yesterday. And he's definitely going number 1 overall, folks. There is no doubt. Ain't no doubt here. This is the back angle of this guy said it was 70 yards, but with a damn near 70-yard pass, like I think we counted 60. I don't even think it was even more than like 61. I think it was like kind of 60 on the dot, unfortunately. So here we go. The back angle of that Trevor Lawrence's deep ball getting down to the 15-yard line. Absolutely magnificent, folks. Alrighty, and if this kind of just judges gauge and interest on Trevor Lawrence, we get 31 guys in attendance from the NFL in watching Trevor Lawrence's pro day. So, we know the Jaguars are going to be selecting him with the number 1 overall pick, and they sent 3 scouts to go and watch him. Now, the Jets also sent 3. The Panthers also sent 3, so that's very interesting. Can they trade up in the draft just in case if there is any wiggle room? Panthers and Jets could be suitors for Trevor Lawrence if the Jacksonville Jaguars are looking to trade that pick, which I don't think they are. But that is interesting that the Jets and Panthers both sent 3. They're looking for quarterbacks, and I don't think the Panthers will take a quarterback. I really think Teddy Bridgewater is the guy, but maybe they get a backup, some competition there. So we'll see what happens there. But, this is telling me that the Panthers are looking for a quarterback, unfortunately. And I don't get it, and I still don't truly believe it, but this is kind of what the numbers are telling me right here. And then there is one team that sent more than 3, more than the Jaguars sent there, and that's the Falcons. And that's really, really, really interesting. Obviously, right after the season, they said everybody's up for trade. Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, we are looking to trade. Then just about 2-3 weeks ago, Arthur Blank comes out and says, you know what, nobody's for trade. We're kind of rocking with the same team. Matt Ryan and Julio Jones are safe. But now they just sent 4 scouts to go watch Trevor Lawrence, who they know they probably has 0 shot in getting. So a little interesting there as well. We'll keep an eye on it. Do the Falcons try to make the Jaguars an offer they can't refuse? Hey, you get Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, and we'll take Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley. How does that sound? So could be interesting. We'll see what happens, but definitely interesting that the Falcons sent 4 scouts to go watch this man.